folks, it's the next day out here. Yesterday we took and we castrated Rusty. He did really good. I would ride him today. If I didn't have a shed coming, I'm gonna have to run out. I'm down here at the pens, and I got to get back up to the house because I don't have good reception down here. I have Wi-Fi calling up by the house. I need to put a repeater in down here somewhere, or about halfway between here and there. Just hadn't been able to do that. So I got a shed coming, and I need to be up there. I would ride him today. Me and Polly decided we really needed a little bit more infrastructure on the homestead. So we went to a shed lot up in Sholo, and we picked out a little shed. It's just a little 6 by 12. It was well worth the money. Right now I'm sitting out here on the highway waiting for them to show up. They called and said it's in Sanders. So as soon as they get here, they're gonna follow me up to the homestead. We're gonna get this shed set. I'm not gonna put it where it will permanently go. The winds are really bad up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a little foundation, set it on it, strap it down so the wind don't blow it away. But I think it's gonna be a nice little addition to the homestead. Here it comes, guys. Coming right down our driveway. I'm gonna get the gate open for him. Hopefully he can make this turn okay. He's trying to get in here in our gate. Our shed is the one on the back. Pretty neat little old shed. I may have to end up taking our panel out right here. He's gonna try it. He's gonna see if he can make it. I believe he's gonna get it. Oh yeah, he's a driver. Gonna be a neat little deal for us. Another piece of infrastructure. We always celebrate our little victories. Alrighty, folks, he got it in position here. My camera, the settings on it on my phone are real close together, and slow-mo is there, and sometimes I accidentally hit it and I film in slow-mo, so I missed him pushing it into place. But I'll take and show you its last resting place. He got turned around, he got out of here. But the important part is the shed is here. So our plans are, we're actually going to turn this building and put the door towards the south, and it's going to set this way. We're going to take out this holly bush, trim this tree, clean this stuff up, and I'm going to put some piers here. And probably what we'll do is we'll get my good buddy Larry up here with his tractor. He's got forks on it. He can come around, pull it. We can push it around into position. I really like the window glass. It's really nice. We got a window in here. It's a 6x12. It has vents up in there. I'm going to do spray foam inside of it because, you know, buildings like this are just, there's so many uses for them. We can put some heat in here. We can raise baby chicks in here. We can store stuff in here. I've got to do some additional framing. We'll put some type of, maybe some beadboard in the top, some beadboard in the bottom, and then maybe drywall. Drywall's cheapest. But it's going to be a nice little addition, place where we can put stuff, even if it's temporary. One of the problems that we're having is our workshop is totally full. And it is just packed. And we don't have a place to put stuff. Even if it's temporary, it's just going to be here a minute. We don't have a place to put it out of the weather. This is watertight, airtight. So the next little project I got is digging those footers, getting that cleared out over here in the next day or two, and then getting this thing into position. All righty, folks. We had a piece of equipment here over the weekend, and I pushed out this little area that, remember the tree that was here in the bush, got that pushed out so we could get this footers for this shed so that we could make sure the wind don't blow it over. I'm going to prep this site right here with some columns, get them all leveled up, and get some concrete poured. Then we'll move that shed into position. So pretty cool. We did a lot of work with that little old piece of equipment. Nothing like hydraulics and diesel. Saves the old back. Anytime I can take advantage of it, I do, because you can get a whole lot done in a little bit of time. One of the other things we got accomplished, we cleaned out this horse pen. About twice a year we get a piece of equipment in here and we clean it out and make compost. I've had a guy come over and he's took several loads of compost out of here, but it really makes pens look a lot better. So one of the other things I did is I cleared out a spot for the round pen. It's kind of deep sand. I wanted it to be a little bit flatter, and we moved our compost pile, our manure pile, cleared it out, took out a tree. The more infrastructure and the more plans we have, we try to save our trees and do everything we can to not take them out. But this tree was kind of gnarly, kind of ugly anyway. So, but you can see the remnants of our compost pile. You can only push so far, and I'll have to get the rest of that out of there with a shovel and wheelbarrow. But we moved our compost pile back here into this hill. And what I did is I dug a big hole. I dug a great big hole. It's probably 8 feet deep. I got the dirt from the round pen over there, and then from this hole all the way around here, I dug a big old hole. One of our challenges is keeping our compost wet. And what I'm hoping this hole will do is it rains, the water will kind of collect in here, soak down, and keep this wet. When I have a piece of equipment here, I try to turn this over and get the stuff that's on bottom put on top. And if we get a real good monsoon, then it'll be really good for this compost pile. We have a lot of manure. We can continue our compost when we get to the point to where we're using it. Eventually I want to get a greenhouse. We're just not ready yet. Not to that point yet where we can put in a greenhouse and dedicate our time to growing anything. So we got to get other infrastructure in place first, And that's what we're concentrating on, so that later we can concentrate on, you know, vegetables and whatever, everything Polly wants to take and grow. For now, we just grow meat. Of course, that's mostly what we're eating anyway, but some squash and peppers and stuff like that would be pretty good. A few things that we introduce into our diet. We don't eat them all the time, but it's good to have a little bit of variety in your diet. So I think I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. Remember to like, share, subscribe. If you like what you see, tell your friends about us. And remember, if you don't know which way to go in this old world, commit your ways unto the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He'll bring it to pass. We'll see you later.